let's get started now. Is it too cold in here for you, Wim?
Oh yeah, I'm Sim. I'm
Stanley?
cheating right now.
Stanley's got a sweater and a jacket.
I know.
Wim's got a T-shirt and he's sweating. So
Yeah,
there you go.
We're ready to go then, right?
Yeah.
We should just kick it off, should we?
Sure. I thought you already did.
I did.
Oh, well, we're off.
Actually, we should say earlier today we were having kind of an interesting conversation that might be an interesting way to start this, which is that we were talking about how much in our culture people really live in pretty comfortable realities, really like cocoons almost of comfort. And these fixed states that we live in really keep us from growth and from being challenged. And both of you guys, Wim, Stanley, really do focus on altering the mind. So it's amazing to have you both in the room because you guys come at it from such different perspectives. Maybe we could start there. I don't know. What do you think, Chris?
I agree. I just hope that truck outside stops backing up. I'm not wearing headphones, but I imagine it's pretty loud.
We're going to pick up all kinds of stuff. There's a full house. That's okay.
That's true. It's a party. Yeah,
it is a party.
So I was saying to Stanley on the drive over, I think there's a very interesting overlap where Stanley's been studying psychophysiology for years, altered states of consciousness, the effects of consciousness on the body, and Wim has been experiencing these things for years. And so I was said on the drive over that I sort of think of Wim as a shaman of a sort. Do you see Wim's experience as fitting into a shamanic tradition?
I think that the parallel is that Wim suffered a tremendous loss in his life. And instead of resorting to isolation, withdrawal, drugs, alcohol, whatever, he distracted himself by extreme sports, extreme exposure, which was a very healthy thing for him to do, by the way. And this is similar to the shamanic call. The shaman will experience a personal illness or a personal loss, and in many cases, that is his or her call to shamanize. And the shamans don't always go that route, but very often they do a type of self-healing, and the self-healing then makes them able to heal others. So I think that Wim's entry into the extreme exposure that he's so well known for is the parallel with the shamanic call. However, instead of going the path of the shaman and using that knowledge to help and heal other people, he has gone the route of using these exposures that I hope your audience knows about, climbing Mount Everest in his shorts, swimming 2 miles underwater in the frigid cold. He has used this to establish world records and to cooperate with science in terms of discovering new capacities of the human body.
So it's sort of it is helping other people because it's demonstrating that these things are possible and demonstrating it in a modern world that demands scientific validation of that sort of thing.
Yes, that will certainly be helpful to other people. However, the shaman has one thing that's essential, and that's a community. Without a community, you can't call yourself a shaman. And the community can be a virtual community or in tribal societies, a physical community of people in the village or in the town or whatever. There are urban shamans who have a community in the city in which they live. And so, again, I don't like to put people in categories or to pin labels upon people because Wim is certainly extraordinary and has his own individual path. But that's the parallel as I see it.
Right.
Yeah, that's amazing. Very nice to meet you, Stanley. Your wisdom must be very, very profound. I'm always eager to learn more. I came from, say, grief. That's an angle, deeply being moved and a broken heart, and how to heal that in a society which is not dealing with emotions. Every day it goes fast as a train, and I just stayed behind with 4 kids. what do you got to do? You got to keep on, and nobody is giving that power, that energy to you, which is really helpful to heal this emotional heartbreak psychically within. So I resorted to nature. And nature knows the answers, yet you have to open up toward it. And there I found out not only that I was able to silence my emotional confusion caused by this broken heart, and had to keep on and keep track with the daily life and being alone, having no money and having 4 kids and going on. There I was. And then not only did I silenced my broken heart and healed myself, you literally have to heal therefrom. It's psychically getting in and taking over and getting your mind really every day in a drain and strain, and you have to learn to disentangle therefrom, and for that you need to go into the depth. So I not only healed that part, but I learned that we are able as a human to solve this matter of emotion and grief, anxiety, fear, things which normally within our perception, consciousness, are not able to be tackled. Nobody knows the way to tackle that anymore. And as you said, Stanley, very nice, a shaman needs a community. Now, to me, that community, the tribe feeling, the healer therein, the shaman, is the one who brings people who are shattered psychically or physically or mentally back together in and therefore the function of that's the function of the shaman. The shaman, say in the prehistoric traditions, was the one who was healing, who had time to heal the people and to have his focus and mind around that aspect. He had a talent for it. He was like empathy, and he took his time. He was more tranquil. He going into with his interest into people, and the rest was going having food and gathering and hunting and this and so that makes a tribe. Caring and sharing, and the shaman is everybody has got his talent, and it all functions as one. And we lost this, and now it's a big industry with doctors and pharmacies, and it's all very impersonal. You get pills, and nobody knows about the inner power no more. So the inner power and the inner faculties we have shown up till now scientifically. And it needs to be scientifically, otherwise the people are not going to be convinced that we are able to tap into the autonomic nervous system that related to the immune system and endocrine system makes a total different scope and dimension into what is our control over our physiology in the depth. I mean, the hormonal system is about the endocrine system, the hormones, the good feelings are hormones, the mood. We don't know how to deal with depression, and when we feel bad, we cannot control this. No, we are able to tap into this endocrine system a lot better now. That's one. Then the immune system, which is 3 layers up till the specific immune system, which is T cells and B cells. We could not tap into that. It takes about 5 to 7 days to heal from a strong flu, heavy flu, and to get the specific hormones released by, the T cells, B cells getting on the intruder, on the cell membrane, and makes apoptosis. And it takes about 5-7 days. No, we did it in a quarter of an hour. And not only one person, a whole group of persons, 100% score. It's a natural ability of ours, which we lost. And
you're saying mentally tap in. You can actually physically using your brain tap into those systems?
The placebo. What's the placebo? It's real. And with that